Hey guys, it's Marcus here, and today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what affiliate marketing is, what affiliate programs are, and how people get paid. And I'd like to really bring this to light with a realistic example. And that example is of our handy-dandy cell phones, all right? And if you were to look at a company like Sprint, okay? And what we're going to use is we're going to use Q3 numbers because those are the most updated ones we have the whole year of that I could find without spending all day on. Now I'm sure the quarter of 2014 is about the same, but we're going to use these as an example. I just want you to know where these numbers come from so that it makes sense to you. So we have Sprint here, and Sprint in the year of 2013, and this video is being made in 2015 for those that are paying attention. All right, so in 2013, Sprint spent $1.56 billion on ads. Okay, that's advertising. So in 2013, this is what Sprint spent on advertising. So the question is, you know, they're spending all this money that comes from shareholders. So what's happening? What's happening to their bottom line? Because companies like this, unfortunately, often post a loss in terms of revenue. So let's take a look at what's happening. Now, Sprint wants one thing and one thing alone. That is, they want this guy over here to get a new phone. And they want him to sign up with Sprint. Okay? And they want him to be happy with Sprint. Yay, happy. He's got teeth. Okay? So they want him to be a new Sprint customer because that means for every new customer, they are getting a pile of money, okay? So they get money for every new customer, and that's the very, very, very important thing. Now, the problem is that in order to get these guys with the teeth to get the phone, they spend this much money in advertising. That means they run ads in the Super Bowl. That means they run ads on your TV. That means the ads are everywhere, right? Who on earth has not seen a Sprint ad? Pretty much no one, right? So we have this advertising spend that they spend. So the question is, with all this money being spent, how many of these guys did Sprint bring on? Well, actually, it was under 1 million. Okay, so 1 million right here. So the question is how much is it costing Sprint to get one of these new guys to get a new cell phone plan and become a Sprint user? Okay, so the question is, we have $1.56 billion a year, and hey, get back in there. The dog thinks she needs to come out and watch the video. Come on. Let's see if we can get her here. There she is. All right, we'll film the dog here so you can see. There's the dog. She thinks she needs to be part of this video. All right? Okay, she is not a Sprint user, so she will not be part of this video. Okay, so we have $1.56 billion in ad spend. We have 1 million new guys using Sprint, guys and gals to be politically correct. So the question is how much does it cost to get old Billy Boy to join up for Sprint? And the answer is approximately $1,000. So Sprint is paying $1,000 for a new customer to join Sprint, right? So they're saying, I'm betting $1,000 that I can make more than $1,000 off of this guy for switching over to Sprint, okay? So now, what we have is we have a big, big business, okay? Here's our big business, our high-rise building, all these big businesses. They got tons of buildings, they got lots of money, they got signs of money, they got everything. So here's this big business. We know they have at least $1.5 billion to spend on advertising, okay? And they are going to spend this on advertising anyway. So the question is can I, little old Marcus, right? Here's little old Marcus down here. Put little old Marcus down here because he's not as big as Sprint, all right? And wear a little hat. Okay, so there's little old Marcus. And our question is, can I, little old Marcus, figure out a way to get a Sprint customer for less than $1,000? Probably, right? Now, so what happens is this big business goes to people like me, and someone sticks their head out, and they say, gee, I wonder if this guy can actually generate customers less than we are generating customers for. Okay? And they do what's called, he needs hair, they do what is called an affiliate program. Okay? 1 second, I need to put the dog inside before she attacks the world. And she does not like Sprint. She only likes what's out there. Come on. All right, so we might have to deal with her barking and yelling throughout this video because she doesn't like other people, other dogs, or anything except for me, my wife, and my kids, right? And barely me sometimes. All right, so back to our problem here. We got our Sprint guy, and he's got this huge wallet, okay? His wallet is full of money. He's got $1.5 billion to spend on ads. So what happens is he goes to these little guys, and he says, hey, how would you like, let's say, $100 to get us a new customer? And he goes to this guy and says, hey, we'll give you $100 if you get someone to sign up for Sprint. And the guy goes, hey, that's pretty cool. I think I can do that. And this big dude says, hey, dude, that's pretty cool because now we're saving $900 to generate a customer. Okay? Now, this is the birth of affiliate marketing. The question is, how can I take my commission? Okay? Because there's a commission. What happens is this guy, the little Marcus, needs to generate a new customer. Okay? So he is only paying for a new customer. He doesn't pay for ads guessing and hoping that people watching the Super Bowl are going to sign up for Sprint. He doesn't pay for ads just hoping that people are going to join. He is actually getting a new customer for that amount of money. He doesn't pay if I don't get a new customer. So he's happy, right? He's happy. He's like, you know, we can basically shave off a couple zeros of our advertising budget and guarantee that it's going to work. Okay, the only risk is, you know, there's a little risk of fraud because sometimes you have fraudulent affiliates. There's a little bit of risk of, you know, bad customers. Maybe these affiliates aren't going to promise the right thing. Whatever's going to happen. Okay? So what happens is he says, all right, well, we'll give you a guaranteed $100 or $200 or $300 or whatever it is. Okay, this is much the same way why these big companies are willing to pay off your existing cell phone bill so that they can get you as a customer because they know they're going to have to spend to get you in the first place. And the biggest cost that all these companies have is customer acquisition cost. I'm not even going to try to spell that. All right, but customer acquisition cost is the most expensive thing that these companies have because without new customers, they don't make any money. So they spend through the nose at the tune of $1.56 billion a year to get these new customers. And at the end of the day, they're only generating 1 million customers, okay? So now, what happens is there's a gap. There's a gap between this big business and this customer. And it is your job to fill that gap. As an affiliate marketer, what you are is a commissioned salesperson. Okay? You are commissioned to do a job. Your job is to get Sprint new signups. Your job is to get XYZ company more downloads. Your job is to get people to fill out forms. Your job is to get these things to happen. Okay? Everything revolves around this new customer acquisition. And let me show you how. You say, well, Marcus, what about downloads? Okay? Download is the same thing. Let's say Sprint comes out with a download of why they are better than the competition and why you should switch to them. All right? They come out with this download and they say, Marcus, you know what? We've noticed the people who download this report usually sign up for Sprint. All right, usually about, 1% of the people who download this report sign up. So, therefore, I'm willing to give you $3, let's get a 3 there, every download. Okay? Or, let's say they have a form and it says, hey, find out how to get more money off your cell phone bill. Okay? And they find out that when people put their name and email in the form, usually 1 out of 30 signs up for a cell phone. So they take this number, they put it over 30, and they say, okay, well, what is it that we're generating? All right, it's about $30 per person who reads that report. Pretty cool, okay? $33 to be exact. Okay, so they're getting $30 every time someone reads the report. They come to me and they say, well, Marcus, you know what? We'll give you $5 for a name and an email. All right, this is the way business works. Whether you're dealing with pay-per-click, okay, this is where you get paid for a click. Whether you're dealing with pay-per-sale, where you're getting paid for a sale. Pay-per-trial. Okay, the cell phone thing is much like this because they're paying a bigger amount than the sale cost to get that customer. Okay, so pay-per-trial would be like that. It's like, okay, well, we'll give you $30 if you get us a $10 customer or a customer who, signs up for a $1 thing because we know we can make more money on the back end. Right? These big businesses know their numbers, or at least we hope they do as shareholders. Right? They know their numbers, which is why all this works. So we got pay-per-click, pay-per-sale, pay-per-trial, pay-per-download, pay-per-call. Why does pay-per-call work? Why would someone pay me $150 for a simple phone call? Well, because they know that if they get 100 calls, they're going to make, $1,000 per person on average or whatever it is. Okay? It's all about the numbers. This entire industry runs on numbers. Your affiliate marketing business runs on numbers. That's how this works, and that's how affiliates get really, 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 really a lot of money. Right? Because they're looking at this and they say, okay, well, I understand how this works. I get it. I get why a hosting company would pay me $100 for a $10 sale. Because they're betting on the fact that that customer is going to stay for 5, 6, 7 years. I get why Sprint would pay money because they're paying $1,000 a customer anyway. They might as well come to me and get something guaranteed, a guaranteed new customer for a small fee. So it all makes sense when you look at this. And what's happening is it's changing. People are going online to get information from guys like me. I don't know why they want to get information from me standing in the garage, but nevertheless, here you are. And because of that, you say, well, Marcus, I notice you do all these videos on YouTube. And I say, well, yeah, here's the kind of thing I use for my robot cameraman that likes to film the door. Here's the type of camera I'm using here. Here's what's going on here. And they're looking for consumer-generated information. Right? Look at this. Who are you going to trust more? The big executive sitting up here in the seat telling you that Sprint's the best? Or your neighbor Sally who says, I just switched over to Sprint and man, it works good. Hey, try to make a call. You can't make a call. Well, I can make calls. Look at this. Right? And they say, well, I better switch to Sprint. What happened is little Sally over here, your neighbor, just made a sale, but she didn't get a commission. The only difference is we are educating the public on what's going on. We say, hey, you know what? I got 5 different cell phones, and I tested them all on my trip across the country, and which one worked best? Well, here it is. Check it out. Here's how you sign up for them. And all along the way, you are getting commission. Friends, this is how affiliate marketing works. You have these businesses, whether large, huge businesses, or whether it's like a little mom and pop shop. Okay, what happens is you are generating customers. Because again, remember, the largest expense that a business has is customer acquisition cost. And thanks to the internet, and thanks to the things that I'm going to teach you at affiliatemarketingdude.com, and in my 2015 course, which you can click below to sign up, you'd be a fool not to, because I'm going to teach you how to make a ton of money online. But when you sign up for that, we're going to show you how customer acquisition costs can be really, really, really low through the use of things like YouTube, forums, videos, all different types of marketing to help the customer get what they want. And I'm also going to show you how to get the guy who doesn't know he wants to sign up for a new cell phone service. Very, 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 very important because people every day are going to the internet and they're searching bad cell phone reception, best cell phone reception, Iowa, and on and on and on we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get customers cheaper than the big businesses. If you can get a customer cheaper and easier and better than the big business, you can have a piece of the $1.5 billion ad spend just from one company alone. So, if you could live off a small percentage of that, which I'm going to show you how, right? Or I think you can figure that out. I'll show you how to get a small percentage of that, or even a big percentage, right? It's up to you. The sky is the limit. What I want you to do is click the link below, Sign up now and join me as I teach you how to get customers for businesses, how to get customers for your own business, and how to make lots of money online. I hope this video has helped you fill in the gaps to what affiliate marketing is and how we get paid as affiliate marketers. And what I want you to do right now is click the link below, affiliatemarketingdude.com/yes.htm. I know it's a big one. I'll put it on the screen for you. And we're going to put it below all these videos, whether you're watching on YouTube or on my forum at affiliatemarketingdude.com. Sign up now. Time is limited, and I'm going to show you how to make money. And all you got to do is follow the directions, ask questions, and join me in making money in 2015. Thanks again for watching.